of the Wraith. My name is Brian, and today we're tackling another brand new title. And this isn't the only stream that's going to be happening today. I guess Thursdays are going to be stream day, maybe? We'll see if that works out. But today we're tackling Greedfall, which is a new RPG that came out thanks to Focus Interactive, and the developer, unfortunately the name escapes me. Somebody in the comments, please tell me who it is so I don't leave anybody out. We're going to be playing this for about 2 to 3 hours, then there's going to be a bit of a break, and then later tonight we're going to finally do part 3 of Control. Because, I completely forgot about... because, shit's happened basically, and I haven't gotten around to doing it. But now we're going to actually be able to do it. So we're going... There we go, all preps are made. Let's begin Greedfall. Okay. Let's do about that. High dynamic range is not a thing. Save changes. Let's check out the options really quick. We got our controls. L2 for a Fury system. D-pad for shortcuts. Press L3 to go into stance and left stick to move. Camera, click the right stick to press. Hold for advanced shortcuts. Switch weapons, put weapon away on, or put the weapon away if you hold the R1 button. Circle to dodge. Triangle for secondary attack. I'm guessing square is the primary attack. X to confirm or sprint. Okay. Controls, camera sensitivity, thing, vibration, gain, difficulty, normal, enabled, yes, full, audio, yes, brightness, we already did. Alright, so, let's begin, shall we? So I make one last linkification. Bam! Bam! Okay, so we have 4 difficulty levels. Easy. Companions are stronger and enemies are weaker and less aggressive in this mode. It is perfect for players who wish to experience the adventure without spending too much time on strategy or crafting. Normal, what you would expect. Hard, more numerous, more aggressive, and they inflict more damage. Success in this mode requires you to have a good grasp of the reposit? Something like that system to upgrade your character strategically. Extreme! The enemies are quicker, more numerous, and more lethal than ever. Select this mode if you're looking for the ultimate challenge. Which I'm not. We're just gonna do normal. I'm not! We're just gonna do normal, and then we're gonna proceed for the next couple of hours. Hopefully without too much stress, because I don't normally play RPGs, especially ones like this. But we're going to try regardless. Hello to the folks who are here in the stream. Who's excited for Greedfall? I was going to say easy because more story.
Could you
stand
a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There. Now, hold the pose.
Alright. Haha! So, we get to jump right into character customization. I want to be a lady, because ladies are cool. We get presets. Let's go through those first. Okay. She looks so sad. She looks so sad with that pose. Look at that. I'm sad. Alright. FaceTime. Do we go with this one or do we go with this one? I like the bigger eyes. But at the same time, I also like this one. tell you guys what. We'll stick with this face for now, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Hair! We get a full 360 view. Okay. Hey, look! There's the painter guy. Just got a question here. How much did Greedfall cost? I went and bought the digital deluxe edition because, you know, I'm a bit of an idiot, but give me a minute and I'll get that price for you. And I bought this for the PS4, although I don't think that goes without saying. Alright, so the base... Okay, so according to PlayStationDeals.net, the base game is $66.99 in Canadian money. So it's going to be... I want to say that puts it at around $50 US. And that was its launch price. And then it had its digital deluxe. Why am I getting the Control digital deluxe? No. I want this. Here it is from the official PlayStation Store, and even better sauce. So the tricky thing is that okay, so it's $66.99 in Canadian money, so take that for what you will. And then the digital deluxe edition, if I can find that shite. Or did it not come with a digital deluxe edition? That'd be weird if it didn't. Oh! It didn't. So this was $66.99 Canadian. In real world money, I guess in American money, that is $66.99. CAD to USD, that is $50.68. Do you know if it comes on Steam? I will double check. I believe it does, so but I'm gonna confirm it really fast. Greedfall. Haha! Yes, it does. It does come out on Steam, and I got a developer name. This is developed by Spiders, that's the name of the studio, and the publishers are Focus Home Interactive. This is available for Steam, for PC via Steam, PS4, and Xbox One. Let me know if my conversion for prices ended up wrong. Also, is it just me, or does the hair seem weirdly coarse? Like, I could see right to her scalp with this one. How much is it on Steam? Same price? It should be. I don't understand why it wouldn't. You gotta keep in mind, I also picked up the Adventurers Pack for $3.99. So that puts it at around 70 Canadian dollars. I'm going to very quickly price verify Steam for you. Shadowcat. Let's not do that yet. Meh. Bald. Bald is bold. So bald or the short hair? I almost called it the Emily Blunt hairstyle, but I don't know if that's quite right. Search in store. I'm trying to think here. What was it called? Greedfall? Yes. Yeah, actually, it's a little bit cheaper. It's very slightly cheaper on Steam. It's, Oh, that's why. Okay, so the Greedfall Adventurers Pack DLC, the package that... They got suave. This is true. So, the Greedfall with the Adventurers Gear DLC is $64.99, Without it, it's $61.99. So it's basically just pre-order now and get a little bit of extra shit for $3 extra. So I'm guessing this is going to be, yeah, about $50, give or take. So, yeah, I like that. I'm gonna roll with either bald or, I guess the Emily Blunt hairstyle. I don't know. Eyebrows. Let's do these ones. Skin tone. You get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options for skin tone. We either go with sweet Jesus, you're glowing in the dark pale. Or might dope might buy it. We'll see, but also do blunt hairstyle. Got it. Well, you basically get a 3-hour preview as to what the deal is here, or 2 hours, depending on how long we go. Hair color. Can we go? Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Ooh, we get Ciri color. Ciri from The Witcher, bright pale white. And then we get darker and darker. It gets darker and darker as you go. And then it goes to black, and then you get blonde, not orange. Oh, that's freaking Ciri right there. Holy crap. And then straight up blonde. Okay, so I see what's happening here. So it goes from blonde all the way to dark. I guess brunette all the way to dark. Redhead all the way to dark. And then white all the way to dark. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shades of each and 4 different colors. So that makes 24 total colors. And then I'm going to do eye color really quick. I'm going to do eye color real quick before we proceed on to the next phase. If she would just sit still for a minute. I'm going to roll with these. Because apparently she gets superpowers, so I'm going to go with white. But are we going to go with white, red, brunette, or blonde? And whatever shade in between. That's the next question. Never liked blonde all that much, personally. I admittedly have a bit of a soft spot for redheads, but the white, though. I think that's a pretty good shade right there, or this. Let's go back to facing. Do that, and then make her skin darker. That's as dark as it goes. That's actually as dark as it goes. It goes from this to this to this to this to this, and then that's as dark as you get. You don't get any darker than this, I'm afraid, Shadow Cat. And ginger, so probably not like extremely bright. About there. Yeah, it's ginger. Okay. Are we ready for phase 2? Looks like we get 4 phases here. Pick a different preset then? No, I don't think it's going to change anything. Because it doesn't get any... it legitimately doesn't get any darker than that. If we change presets, so we get the one that I want. Then we get this, this, this. Why is that so much darker? What? What the? So why is that dark? But if I go over here, this is pale. Does it have something to do with the face? It totally does! Okay. Okay, so face equal also influences skin color. Okay. So if we just do this and then do... Okay, so that's as dark as it gets, I think. Because that's a black lady, my guy. That's a fair play. Fair play. I'm just surprised that it's like your face also does the skin color, but that's kind of clever. That's kind of clever. I like it. I like that the weird, freaky, I don't know, birthmark thing over there is still there. So I guess that's important. I wonder just what like what the other skin tones. Like what happens if I fuck around with the face a little bit. Okay. Dink, 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 dink. Looks like you get 2 options per preset. Yeah, especially with the face. Yeah, you get face 1, face 2, face 1, face 2, face 1, face 2, face 1, face 2. I still really like how the eyes and the face kind of shape up here, but maybe we could change that in the near future. Maybe we could see about that. But for now, shall we roll with this face? By the way, I love how like you get the scale and the skeleton's just hanging out. Hi, I'm Steve. No. Hi, Coolio. Actually, I'm actually not gonna call him Steve. I'm gonna call that skeleton Stu. Moving on. Classes! So, pick your starting skills according to your playstyle. The skill tree is open. You will be able to unlock the skills of other archetypes as you progress. So it's a very fluid system. You just have to basically... Which island... Yeah, that makes perfect sense. If the skill tree is an ocean, which island do you start from? We've got the warrior thing, which we start with one-handed heavy weapons, one-handed blades, and firearms. With strength and endurance, with craftsman and vigor. Or we could get technical, controlling the battlefield with setting elemental traps, using firearms and one-handed blades, focusing on accuracy and agility, with science and lockpicking as our recommended talents. And finally, magic. We've got Divine Magic Ring, Stasis, and one-handed heavy weapons from the start. We get mental power and willpower for recommended attributes, and our recommended talents are science and intuition. Personally, I'm leaning towards one of these two because they both involve science. But, do we get magic or do we set up traps? Ooh. And they also involve firearms, which would be kind of peachy keen. Magic! Magic it is. And then we get our attributes. We get 1 point to choose, and we get our next point at level 4. So here's our basic skill tree to start. We get strength level 1, increasing the power of all melee attacks. Agility increases fury generation and all attack and all damage inflicted in melee combat. We get mental power, which increases the power of spells. Attribute required to wear the best rings. Willpower! Green Lantern! Maximum magic points and spell duration. Acquired to wear the best amulets and necklaces. Gives us an extra 100 magic points, and the effect duration lasts 1 second. So we're rolling with we're rolling with what is best. Looks like science isn't a thing here. We get endurance for extra health. Accuracy to have the best firearms. So no bows, interestingly. We just jump straight into firearms. I guess that makes sense. Willpower? Well, maximum magic, but we also get an extra 10% magic damage and fury generation from mental power. And if we go with endurance, we get 20% better balance. I'm not quite sure what that means. And an extra 100 life points. And I don't know if we get a healing spell off the start. So it's really between endurance, willpower, and mental power. Those are the 3 things that I'm like tossing a coin about, metaphorically speaking. Balance maybe like a sanity mechanic? Sanity mechanic, like The more balance you have, the less likely you are to go crazy? I wonder what makes you say that. Shit. Shit. I'm legitimately torn here, friends. See... balance of light and dark and stuff. True. True. I don't know. It didn't say anything about healing spells, so that's why I'm like, I don't know. Okay. And I don't know what Fury is either. Probably like Rage of Sparta or whatever the fuck. See, this is the worst part about RPGs. We're 20 minutes in and we haven't even played the game yet. Damn you, character creation! And this game's character creation is not that great. I mean, it's not that expansive, I should say. It's, I mean, duh, it's called Fury. It's, what's the best word to describe it? The character creation, like the appearance stuff, is very concise. Which is good, because otherwise I would have probably spent an hour in there futzing about, but... You know, I'm gonna go with willpower. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with willpower for this one. And then we get... Ooh... Choose the talent in which to invest your starting point into progress in your own way as you complete quests and explore the world. So this is basically like your perks, I guess. We get Charisma. Slightly reduces merchants' prices. It slightly improves your companion's combat abilities. Slightly increases the chance of success for some dialogue choices. Vigor. Lets you pass through certain difficult passages that require balance. So balance is literally what I thought. Okay. Increases the maximum ammo capacity and lets you slightly recover HP and magic outside combat. Fuck, that is handy. Charisma. We haven't gone through all the options yet. Hold on. Charisma is definitely a favorite, though. Craftsmanship. Allows you to craft basic weapon and armor upgrades. Not needed because I shoot magic. Intuition, level 1. Gathering sights become easier to see. Slightly increases the number of ingredients and objects obtained through gathering and looting. Unlock contextual dialogue options. So you get more context on your dialogue options. That could be handy with Charisma. Science! Allows you to make simple potions. Allows you to destroy weak walls with the help of explosive files. God damn! And then, of course, lockpicking. Lets you pick simple locks. Enemy traps are easier to see. Okay, so it's between intuition, science, and charisma. We're back to level 3. But it looks like we can actually see what's going on. If you get that first one, get the first level of that fourth one second. Of, I'm guessing intuition, right? So it's like, we go charisma, and then we go intuition. I think that's what you're saying. And then we can also do science for potions and shit. So I just want to see. Slightly further, significantly reduces blah-de-blah, significantly increases blah-de-blah. Science! Allows you to craft bullets and alchemical preparations, crafting opponents, I meant crafting potions requires fewer uses. Allows you to craft complex potions, crafting bullets, and alchemical preparations uses fewer ingredients. So this is just upgrades there. Increases the map discovery radius. Further increases the number of ingredients and objects. Unlocks all the contextual dialogue options. Maximum number of ingredients obtained. And increases the number of ingredients obtained through recycling. So, that is definitely the way to go. I'm definitely going to be charisma, science, and intuition. And I'm going to take Shadowcat's recommendation and go charisma first. And now that everything is good to go, okay.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Okay. Types of equipment. Choose one of the 10 weapon or armor slots. Select the equipment you wish to use and confirm using the X button. Use left and right on the D-pad to access your companion's equipment. Scooch closer. I know the text is small, so I'm going to try and read it out to y'all in case you can't read that. Different weapons can be assigned different weapons can be assigned to 2 different slots. In combat, you can alternate between the 2 equipped weapons using the R1 button. Finally, activate the advanced display with the square button to visualize in detail the effects of your weapon of the equipment on your characteristics. The bag contains all the quest items, consumables, ingredients, and merchandise found during the adventure. These objects are divided into categories. Consumables, potions, ammo, traps, etc. Use the tactical pause with the, I guess that's the L1 button, to use these objects and or assign shortcuts to them. Ingredients, used to make consumables using the Sciences talent, or weapon and armor upgrades using the Craftsmanship talent, which, Sciences is next on our list. Well, not next. You get what I mean. Quest items. These are the objects used during a quest and merchandise. Sell these to merchants to increase your wealth. Okay, nothing for the face. Small pivot stone collar. 10 magic points per second regen. Nothing on my back. Excuse me, Mr. Conquistador. Ma'am? I am blocking the hall. I should probably move.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
I'm just going to park it right next to this guy here. So it's the central touchpad button to get into this. 30% bonus. Ooh! So this is part of the adventure set right here. 12 extra armor and extra balance with an extra chance of loot. Gimme. Old sturdy gloves. Gimme. Also adds a little bit to craftsmanship, but that's not bad at all. Boots with leaded heels. Gun! Gun! Wow. Okay, so I have gun. Requirement is firearms, so I'm probably gonna have to just end up selling that. I have hammer! Or alchemist's rapier. Oh, come the fack on. Ooh, novice's ring. There we go. So 65% less less stun, extra fury gen, attention cost furious, and 88 magical damage. But this also damages armor. Oh! Oh, I see. So I have my ring for magics, and I have the hammer for smashing people. Requirement is one-handed blades if I want to use this thing. That looks so sick, though. Come on. Come on. Hang on. Gun, ring, bag. Whoops. Oh, it's with the back triggers. Okay. Map, journal, side quests, missions. The Codex. Game guides. On the continent of Gakane. Merchant Congregation. Shadow weapons! Sick. L1 will pause the game and allow you to choose your next action at your leisure. You'll be able to access your spells, skills, and potions to use directly or assign to a shortcut. Using it during combat, you can also learn more about enemies around you. Sheath, the compass, sprint, enemy detection. You can use shadow and light magic during your adventure. The stasis spell allows you to temporarily freeze an enemy. Spells use magic, which is the blue meter. Firearms are ideal for interrupting or destabilizing an enemy. Of course, potions. Armor. Fury is a state that allows you to use special attacks and inflict bonus damage and makes enemies lose their balance. Segmented meter fills up as you attack an enemy, cast a spell, or parry attacks from enemies that allows you to see your Fury level. When the Fury reaches the first level, a visual effect will appear on your character's hands. Press the L2 button to use a Fury attack. Exploration, merchant camps, merchant caravans, campsites, your accommodation. As a diplomat, an accommodation is available to you in the main cities of different nations. There you'll find a crafting table, a storage chest, and your companions. You can also rest and travel from this place. You can access the map directly by holding the touchpad button. You just gained a level. Levels come with the talent or attribute point. Blah, blah. The memory crystal allows you to redistribute all of the points you spent in blah, blah. You turn on your lantern. When you need favors from an important character, your reputation with their faction can be crucial. To maintain good relations, pay attention to your choices, and by doing side quests. Zones controlled by other factions, the crafting table, weight limit. Okay, here we go. So we got 600 magic, regenerating 15 magic per second. Damn, I should have gone with the magic perk. Congregation of Merchant, nice. All the other shit, suspicious. I'll have to keep that in mind. Oh my fuck. Okay, that's a hell of a statement. I need firearms for that. I need one-handed blades for that alchemist's rapier. Attributes and talents. Okay. So here's the skill tree. So I'm level 1 right now, so I guess I get skill points every level. These every couple of levels, and these every like 5 levels. Okay. Already slightly nervous. Excuse me. Oh, there's a weird I just noticed this. There's a weird stop and start. Feels natural, but it takes some getting used to.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as you'll go.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Okay, I got it. Ow. You have lost health. Oh, tap, not hold. It's not like Ratchet and Clank. Okay, so tactical pause. Okay, stasis is up. Okay. Ouch. Gotcha.
You defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
I'd be up for that. A little last-minute training couldn't hurt.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
You can use Shadow and Light magic during your adventure. The stasis spell, blah de blah. Okay. Physical armor level is shown with shields on the health bar. Armor absorbs part of the physical damage. To break an enemy's armor, you can use an impact weapon or certain traps. Magic attacks ignore armor! Hell yeah! I made the right choice! Magic ignores physical armor. Guess what? I have said physical armor. Fury is a state that allows you to use special attacks that inflict bonus damage and makes enemies lose their balance. Come on. Big smash. There we go.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does. And I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes. What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child. Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition. Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about. Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill. Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure. Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to... I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you. What is it? A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Well, that's sad. Skinny. I like the hat. Be Kurt. What is this little hat that I got? Discoverer's hat. Bam! Something new in the bag. Do I? How far do I have to push the stick in order to move? Pretty far, actually. I'm about halfway up. Not ideal.
It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Melee combat master can wear heavy armors. Faction coin guard. Suspicious. Balance potion.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
And what if I said yes?
Slow down, fair lady. You're far too noble to be making such offhand propositions to a boorish soldier like me. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Except he's coming along.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Oh, man. Okay, okay. Let's say, come on, buddy. Oh my god, that is exactly like Dragon Age Inquisition. I've heard a lot of, I didn't watch any reviews properly, but I did catch a title that, for a video that was interesting.
Your Excellency.
It called this game it almost called this game, what was it? It was like the Dragon Age that that BioWare no longer wants to make, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like, you know how BioWare has been caught up with Anthem for the past couple of years? This is supposed to be like the... I guess whoever was reviewing this makes quite a few comparisons to the one and only Dragon Age here. So I guess it makes perfect sense. Ah, forget it. Hey. Ow. Drink a drink. How about you stay still for a minute?
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Okay, time to smash.
Move away.
Oh. Gimme, gimme. Bandits, I guess. And a little bit of ammo.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
The run cycle looks exactly like female Inquisitors. Interesting. Interesting. Wonder if anybody who developed the Dragon Age series worked on Greedfall. Have to be in the credits to know for sure. Ooh. Entrez-vous. The Fontaine family house. Hi. My hat is dapper as fuck. At least they... Okay, so there isn't the Skyrim problem. Oops. Sorry. Negotiate with the vendor. That was a side mission. So let's take care of that now. They would have to get permission to use that. Unless those developers left. But Then again, it's just a walk cycle, right? If it's just a walk cycle, then I don't. Then it's just a common thing. But I don't know. I'm still not well versed enough in game development to say much of that.
The merchant is there.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Cousin. Speak.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
75% chance to succeed, or offer a bribe, or threaten him. Let's see. Yes, but they couldn't make something as simple as a walk cycle. What else did they copy or otherwise half-ass? Well, there's only one way to find out, right? Let's use charisma.
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay, and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lady.
Successful use.
I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? All right.
To my help, and death to the others!
Not a fan of the... Ah, screw this. Magic it is.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Okay. What is... Oh, that light must be the lantern. On your ass. Bandit's hat. Extra resistance and... Meh. Not worth the trouble. That's twice now we've had to fight some bandits in the middle of a city. You do a little dance. There we go. Hey, a crafting table. Craftsmanship allows you to upgrade your weapons and armor. Science allows you to create potions and traps. You'll need knowledge to be able to use it. To obtain it, spend points in the desired talents, use certain pieces of equipment or companions to give you a bonus. Each talent point will unlock new recipes. You'll also need ingredients. There's not a space there. Typo! Which can be used to buy or find while exploring. Ooh. Oh, crap. Wait, what can I make then? I'll have to pick up these sleeping potions eventually. Those could come in handy. What's this say? Coin barracks, tavern, thing, blah. Okay.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
Can I go past it? I did. Here's the door. Barge in!
Lady Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Oh, fantastic. Let's see. Find a way to move the cargo to Tier 4D.
You'll find all you need in our
Glorious opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark hours.
Hello, Your
But what
Excellency.
you're about to
It is an
discover
honor.
could save your life.
Running. What? Sorry.
Have a nice day, madam.
Running.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tirfredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Okay.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There's some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco!
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Oh, jeez.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Miss Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Be back soon, Captain.
Okay. It's been over an hour, and we've not hit the island yet. But there's already so much stuff to do, and I kinda dig it. Clear out the warehouse guards, or investigate the disappearance of the novice. We'll do that first. I feel like I'm gonna stick around here for some time yet. Not that there's anything to complain about. Okay.
I must hurry. I am due home. Madam, I am sorry. I am afraid that I won't make for good company.
I mean, while I'm at it... Hello. I have discovered how to fly. There we go. Collision detection! Oh, boy.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
On my computer, what I missed since What's-Her-Face intimidated Merchant Man. Okay, so we went to the port guy. We went to Coinguard's quarters, and the quartermaster asked us to try and smuggle a few crates on board. Now, we went to talk to the merchant guy, and the merchant guy said, dude, those crates are going to have to wait another month. Also, the character audio is real quiet. I apologize for that. I'll try and turn it up after I finish this conversation with this guy. But what happened was that his cabin boy is missing, as well as the cousin that we're looking for, and now we also got another side quest where we have to go in and potentially tamper with the manifest records to get the stuff on board, because as the port guy called his master a half-crazed bridge troll, he's very by the numbers, so you tamper with the manifests, all's well. But right now, we're looking to find the cabin boy, and Yeah, but right now we're looking to find the cabin boy, and we found this guy, one of his closest friends. But I'm going to ask him about Captain Vasco, the man we were talking about earlier, first.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Thank you, Laura. I need to be going.
Wait, there's more. Well, now's as good an opportunity as any to try and fuck around with the settings. Audio. No, everything is to the max. The game in general was pretty damn quiet.
Hello again.
Well now, did you find him?
No, but I'm not giving up hope. Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. The kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Thank you, Laura. I need to be going.
Okay. Literally right there. So let's go check it out. But also right here.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
Not bad. 25 and already halfway to being a friggin'...
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart, and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guess, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
Time to interrogate some witnesses.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
There. Get some health going. Tell them that we're going. Tell them that we're going. I believe the order of events is just as important too. Don't remember when she left the BRB. Where did it go? I know I've got several other missions. Got the Bridge Alliance thing, got the Telem thing, and then we got that over there. Just trying to think here for a second. Where else can I go? You know what? I'm gonna try something. Wait. Find and interrogate the witnesses at the tavern. Also doubles as a good spot to try and find Constantine. Gonna give it a go.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
In Greedfall, a quest can usually be completed in several different ways. Desarde has more than one string to his or her bow. Cunning, persuasion, intuition, corruption, creating items from the crafting table will be some of the means available to you to reach your goals. To improve in these areas, spend points in the corresponding talent tree or wear equipment that offers bonuses. Threats in combat are also options when your enemy are not receptive to your talents.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay. Well then, were you able to repair it all?
No, I haven't been able to sort them out.
In that case, you need to pay me, my lady.
I regret I don't have the sum you are asking for.
Either you repair them, or you reimburse their cost. Or I keep what I know about your cousin to myself.
That's ridiculous. He could reimburse you easily. He's quite the rich man.
Perhaps, but a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. And as for promises, I've heard enough to fill an ocean.
Very well. I will see what I can scavenge in that case. I am looking for a Nord. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Nord, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Okay. Well, I guess while we're at it.
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Okay. Convenient.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
What are you talking about, woman? I thought I got some metal dowels, though. Where, or rather, how do I equip? There's a crafting table nearby, I remember. Right across the street. Okay. Okay, so I needed 4 of those.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
So either compensate or repair.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tir Freddy.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late, things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Oh, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady. You're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal.
A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Oh, you don't want to know. Discover where to find Constantine. Thélème embassy.
Come one, come all. Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this.
Just keep running, just keep running, just keep a running, running. Okay. I can't imagine it'll be long now. So I can't imagine it'll be too much longer now before we hit the island. So I think once we make it to the island, that's when I'm going to call off the stream.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
I think how the walk cycle doesn't change for stairs. And it looks like that mirror doesn't quite work properly. Love a photo mode to get a closer look at that globe.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement. And it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
Wrong there.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact... It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
So what's next on our list? Just keep running, just keep running, just keep running. Where's this place? Treasure.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Looks like a funeral pyre.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. You're one of the prince's relatives.
That's almost certainly what it is.
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor.
Come one, come all. Citizens of Serene, come to me.
Dun 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 dun. Just keep running and dodging and swerving and leaping around. Well, not leaping, because guess what? I can't jump!
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion is a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see
Don't worry. We'll find...
I certainly hope so.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange.
Yikes.
From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Quite right. Oh, I see. That's just come inside. Running. Running, 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 running. Gotta find Constantine as well. Ah. Rawr, 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 rawr.
My husband started coughing yesterday in the evening. I hope it's because of the cold.
Irregular coughs. Even. And then up these stairs to notify. Excuse me?
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiries yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
Come on now, stop lying. Jonas was taken away by force, against his will, by armed men.
That is not true. Completely false.
Enough. With every word, you are a step closer to a prison cell.
Prison? But what would be the charges?
For kidnapping. Whether Jonas is your son or not, he's a naught that you kidnapped and locked up. In the eyes of the prince, you have committed a crime that puts the interests of the congregation at great risk.
I beg of you, Your Excellency. Have mercy on a poor mother who is looking only to recover her child. We didn't kidnap our own son. And if you need to speak with him to be convinced, please do. He's in our warehouse, near the Coin Guard Plaza, next to the canal. I am certain that once you have heard his account, you will see the tragedy in our predicament and help us.
I regret having had to threaten that woman.
You didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy.
Rough. This is rough shit, dude. This is some rough shit, man. So, hold on. Let's take stock about what the hell we just learned. Crap, why didn't I get the chance to use that knowledge? Whatever. Okay, so what do we know? We know that the kid was sold by his own father before he was born to the Knots. Then the father probably regretted that decision and wanted the kid back by means of kidnapping in this case. So, it's one of those gray things that is dark gray, because everything about this situation is fucked. Okay. All right. I just elaborated. I'll try and explain. So, the captain is missing is missing his kid, or is missing the cabin boy. We went to the tavern and through fixing some stuff for the guy, because apparently my cousin started a fight. We'll go find him later. The cabin boy was apparently taken. Now I spoke to somebody who was supposedly the mother of the child, and said kid was taken by the Knots because the father, apparently, according to Captain Vasco, sold the kid, or the father sold the kid to the Knots before he was born, even though that contract wasn't a thing anymore. According to the scientist advisor guy who's coming with us, in order to pay for services, boat rides, cargo, shipping, whatever the hell. Yeah. So now I'm on my way to the warehouse because I had to threaten the mom to be like, stop lying about the kid and tell me where he is. She pointed me towards the house, and I'm like, okay. Here we are.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen
Why
with him.
is my phone
Let's
exploding?
just try to remain discreet.
There. Yeah, so now, be sneaky. Be sneaky, be sneaky, be sneaky. The character audio is still way too quiet. I tried to fix it, but everything is at the max. So, I wonder, this is going to be a long shot, but I just turned up the volume on the TV. Maybe that'll help, but we'll see. Turn everything else down, my guy. A wise strategy. Hey, a world map! Sorry. I got completely sidetracked. Okay. Audio. So this is the master volume, so I can't change that. You will only change the game's sound effects. Music. Okay, so I dropped it down, everything down a couple of notches. That should be enough. There's nothing up here. I can't jump either. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? You've taken your son against his will and have locked him up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
If I hadn't taken him back, he would have been hauled off on one of the cursed ships.
If that's what he wants, then why would you want to stop him?
For his mother. She misses him so. But in the end, you may be right. My boy has changed. He hasn't spoken a word to me since we've been in this precarious predicament. Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
And there we go. So we lost and gained, so we're back to neutral. Was that any better?
Locked.
No. Well, I don't know. Well, okay. Just for sake of argument, I'm going to mute everything else. And if this doesn't change anything, then... well... well, because if my TV's literally a couple of feet away, so I figured maybe that would help.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seemed so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Nords. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
So, it is what it is. That's just the nature of the beast with the audio. I can hear everything just fine, but... then again, that could just be because I'm close to a television. Ah, so this is the multiple ways that they were talking about. So you could have lockpicked, and I'm being a bit loud. Good to know. I do apologize. Hopefully it's turned down a smidge. Not being R. I shall endeavor to fix. Give her back to Serene. And I don't want the world map. I want map proper. Gotta get back to Constantine. Not Constantine. What's his face? Oh, I see. So then, yeah. So it looks like you could have blown through the wall or lockpicked to get him out, and then snuck past the guards or beaten them to death in order to get past. I've tried dialing my voice back a couple of notches. Hopefully it's not that loud. Well, not that loud now.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Yay! The knots are friends. And we've even leveled up too, so we're gonna check that out.
Be back soon, Captain.
You don't have to quiet yourself down. Turn down your mic. There's no volume setting on the PlayStation camera microphone, but I'm gonna try something. Audio sharing settings. No, I can only choose to share the audio. I can't turn it down. The only way I'd be able to turn it down by the camera is by moving it back. And I think I'm actually going to do that. It's not optimal, and I'm going to have to fix the camera, but hopefully that's far enough where it's not super... Oh! Speaker for controller, headphones. I'm an idiot. Hold on. Fixing my camera. And I found some good stuff. So, bear with me here while I do something slightly annoying. Test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That should do the trick. Okay, I found the settings. Hopefully that's not... Hopefully that fixes the volume a little. Oh wow, I can actually hear the fucking birds now. It seems like that was a help. Okay, cool. So... now I have a skill point to use. And I'm gonna put it in... Oh, is it really 2 points? It's 2 points to unlock a discipline. Ooh. Okay. Shadow missile and shadow damage inflict more damage. Or stasis lasts longer. One-handed heavy weapons. More damage. I think I'm actually just going to save up for the one-handed blades and unlock, so I can unlock my damn right here. And while I'm at it, go and say goodbye to your mom. Discover where to find Constantine. We would have needed 25 coins to repair the damage. But feels better to have fixed it. So I guess this is one of those things like, see how I could repair the damage done or compensate the innkeeper? I think this is a way, I think this is something we could probably do next. But I'm gonna go say goodbye to the embassy first. I'm gonna take care of my embassy deeds, and then I'm gonna go tamper with some records. And then I'm gonna go find Constantine. And then we're gonna make it to the island. Is this better now? Please tell me it's better. Because for goodness sakes. Alley-oop. Funeral fire.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Freddy on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge
God's
in
sakes!
Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sardet.
Damn it. Apparently my mic is just too quiet. Or too loud.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade. I have been told that you were named
Sahib.
Legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tir Fredi. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
I guess we have another hour to kill. Let's tamper with some records next.
Have a nice day, madam.
That's the strategy.
Come closer now, good people.
I'm actually getting closer to the what if I could go back and forth? The only thing I'm a smidge nervous on. This zone is under the control of another faction other than yours, so certain places are forbidden for you. Will allow you to trick the guards.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
If you wore a North uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
Okay. What was the thing that we needed to do? Find the charlatan. Prepare a drink with laser sleeping pills. I think this will be the last mission. I'll go find my cousin. Okay. And I would need science level 1. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Where could I start? Well, where's the tavern? That would be a good place to start. 'Cause maybe I could buy a bottle of brandy off that guy. Of course it's for a drug lord. There's the thing.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Really?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Mistakes were almost made. Mistakes were almost made.
Locked. I don't have the key. I don't have the key.
Maybe I could go upstairs and snatch it. No?
locked.
This guy can be useful.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
I regret to say that the cargo is still on the docks.
Huh. Kurt, it seems to me that the orders were clear.
They are. That doesn't make them any easier to follow.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience.
So I ended up in the quartermaster's barracks somehow.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all Serene.
This miraculous opportunity. Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I am gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
He's above us, I remember.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace, and earned Sahin's hatred. Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
I'm going to help you leave the city. But you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well, then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Please listen. I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you are angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
And so you plan on waiting here? I do not advise that. All of you drank one of those potions, am I right?
You're right, we did. Tasted of death. I did nothing for me ulcer.
As for me, I only drank a few drops. And my tooth is aching more than ever.
Alas, you need only drink a mere drop for it to provoke paralysis.
Paralysis?
A terrible side effect. The symptoms appear sooner or later. No one is spared from them.
What? Are we doomed, then?
Everyone is. Except, of course, those going to see a doctor to receive the antidote.
What are we gonna do? The doctor costs a fortune. We're all gonna end up like statues.
Listen to me, everyone. I know a good doctor that will help us. Come on, follow me!
That charlatan will just have to wait to get what's coming to him.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? They didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You were free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, my lady. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
Oh, cool. Take me right back there. That's a neat feature. Okay.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Woohoo! We leveled up. Alright, so, one-handed blades. Gimme. Got a trophy. Our first one. In the footsteps of the masters. Less armor damage, but I have magic to basically ignore that. Extra fury gen, quite a bit less stun, more and elemental damage. Worth it in the end. And then we also got access, if we go to character development. Oh, it's level 4. Okay. I think our next upgrade is going to be regenerates it progressively for the duration of the effect. Lightning Dash. Shadow Burst. So the next phase, finally going to get around to finally we're gonna go discover where to find Constantine. Actually, why don't I mean the crafting table's all the way there, so I'm gonna head over there and see what he got me. Maybe it's a sleeping potion.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat
How do I get science level 1? Or rather, how soon can I get it? I think it's an attribute. No, it's a talent. Okay. In that case... talk to the smuggler. I said do what I can here.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin?
Have no fear. Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. Might I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Teleme's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nauts. No one else may enter.
I was hoping you would go back on your decision, now that Jonas has returned to your crew.
Are you referring to your non-registered merchandise?
Yes, I am. Couldn't you just list them on the manifest? Then we would only have one problem. Getting them into the warehouse.
I suppose I do owe you something. It's not much to ask. Consider it done. But don't get rough with the guards. They're good Nords.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
The only way to clear them out in a peaceful manner. Would be to get the skills necessary. I'm just trying to get experience here.
You cannot pass. Only the Nauts have access to the prison.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Did you hear the bell?
The bell? Of the port authorities?
Of course. We are not in Teleme, you know. You better get going. The harbour master is ringing it. All the Nauts must rendezvous at the port authority immediately. Must be something serious.
Damn, we didn't hear either. We're done for. Come on, we need to move fast.
Be off with you. I'll watch over the warehouse in your absence.
The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move at all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Okay. So there's one more thing.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The Commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the Quartermaster. He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you a safe and pleasant voyage, Your Excellency. Kurt, good luck.
Oh, in New Selene. So I'll have to cross over to the city anyhow.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style?
I'm curious, is there a way to check my reputation? Character development, stats. Here we go. Still suspicious. Don't see anything here though. Perhaps another business. Tried that. Can't climb up there. Well, in that case, we only have 15 minutes to go before I close off this stream. I'm gonna try and find my cousin instead. I should make recaps for my stream series. Yeah, that would be a smart thing to do. That would be the smart thing to do. To make a recap.
The hiding place of this smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
What? Oh, search inside. I have 2 new clients. They want to go to Al Sad, and the Inquisitors are on their heels, which will not make my job any easier. I think I could get them onto a ship inconspicuously, but we'll have to be cautious and hope that they will prove patient and discreet. I'll hide them away in the warehouse behind the harbor office, where the Inquisitors will never be able to enter. Okay. I need a not. I need a non-outlet. How am I gonna get that? How am I gonna get that
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin.
Have no fear. Could you tell me a little about...
We are masters of...
Thank you.
As for your others, it's how the guild...
Be back soon, Captain.
To my help!
Let's go back 1 minute. Travel back in time 1 minute. As I immediately regret that decision. The benefits of time travel. Alright. Up to 12 shortcuts, eh? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So this is how far back 1 minute takes us. Disguise yourself as a knot. So, here's the tricky part. Go and see the heretics. Unfortunately, there's no real way. I can't think of a way to get the outfits without causing any trouble. So I almost wonder. Let's try a different approach. Let's see. I think it was because I entered the Harbor Master's house that I got in trouble, right? I'll try the Harbor Master's door, just to be sure. Yeah, I'm in a forbidden zone. So the Harbor Master is a forbidden zone.
Orders haven't changed, you know. No one passes.
Can't you make an exception?
No, sorry, milady. Move along, please. Now!
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't changed, you know.
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't changed.
Very well, I'm go-
You cannot pass. Only the Naughts have access to the prison.
Right, that's the prison. So that's the prison of the thing. fancy native-looking lady. I want that not big town place. We haven't left yet.
Damnation. We've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it will provoke such a fuss?
She's on the island. We have not
Our
left
work
for it
concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written
Do the subtitles help at all, at least?
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could. Forget what you have discovered, perhaps?
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Now to convince the ambassador to help.
Have you spoken with the ambassador? Has he accepted to give us refuge?
Okay. I gotta figure out how to get out of here without causing any trouble. This is where I save my progress, just in case that the strategy we have doesn't work out. Okay. Let's see what happens if we just got it. Okay. Got it before it worked. And again, sorry, I misunderstood. It's the people in game that are giving you difficulty of hearing. No, I didn't phrase that right. That you're having a hard time hearing. That's the term I was looking for. Bucket check day. Oh, I mean, literally, I cannot understand what you're saying because you're so quiet and I have my volume on max. Oh, I can. Hold on. Just microphone level. Okay. All right. How about that? What you're saying because you're so quiet. Okay, so that is directed at me. Hey you, I got a question for you.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
Now it's really loud. There has to be a middle ground where you're happy. Hang on a minute. Okay. That was 3 clicks. Well, I tried.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Matthias, the founder of the mythical Ptolemy, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated. Or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Okay.
We owe you our lives.
Yay!
We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Okay. That's a new Serene. We have to cross over to the island. Inform the Ptolemy ambassador. I was gonna burn historians at the stake. I'm gonna have some stern words about this guy.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
I'll show you in a second.
How could that possibly have happened?
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident.
The bridge. I thought as much. But I had hoped we have...
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
What's the game's volume look like? Everything's at max again. So if I bring music to half and effects to half and leave dialogue volume at the max, that should do the trick. Though the game in general is a very quiet one. Yeah, that's because I turned down the effects and I turned down the sound effects and all of that to just focus on the dialogue. Also, I bet the Inquisition guy is evil. Yeah, probably. I should have just told him the truth in all honesty, but no, the game as a whole. Yeah. Here, let's test the dialogue really quick.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Hopefully that was a little bit louder. What's this? I have to get to New Serene anyway. You know what? I'll keep it going for another half an hour because we got to make it to that island. Also, is there a way to see like exact repetition points? It's even quieter than before I left. Well, I tried to turn down the settings since you got back to hopefully, like, not the dialogue settings. I left the dialogue settings alone. I'm talking about all the effect settings and such, but it'd appear that that is doing us no good. Which is a shame, really. The game is certainly intriguing. Engrossing, even.
If you had any idea who I am. Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Is the stream only getting sounds from your TV? No, it should be it should be direct sounds from the game. So shouldn't just be like from the TV speakers to the recording thing. It should be from the PlayStation itself, basically. Like, I'm willing to bet if I turned it down right now, you'd still be able to hear it, and I'd just be playing mute.
It's not possible just now. It's blocked.
So if it is as I suspect, this is actually how quiet the game is. How am I going to get up to Constantine? The door's blocked, and I don't have any means of making shit go boom.
This man is going to bring the guard out if he keeps shouting like that. We should have gotten rid of him.
Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
And
to my help, and death to the other.
Steal my cousin, will you?
Move away. Things are about to get done.
locked.
Well,
Cousin?
this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star, always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Sadness.
If you only knew how these river scum treated. Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Tell the captain that you're ready to go. Let's grab something first. Because I'm pretty sure... Here's the wall in question. Find Constantine's clothes. How do I find that? Upstairs. Pardon me, guys. Lady Desade coming through. Okay, so I gotta search around here for his clothes. Shame to get my hat all dirtied up. There it is. Not too bad. I don't have the key to open it. Shame. Maybe one of those ruffians outside would have had it. At least I hope that I can, like, step outside and go back to living corpses. These bilge rats. Give me those. Nowhere. I must have looted everything that these guys have. Back upstairs I go then. Wait, maybe not back upstairs just yet. Cousin? Kurt? Move! Alright, so that's... I'm convinced that his clothes are in there. We need to find the key first. No! not the greatest movement detection in the AI. Well. Silly. Light is paltry. I think it's kind of right in here. Potion, ammo, coin. Jesus. How about this? Boom! So there's two different keys to that cell. I wonder if, out of curiosity, they would also open this chest. Didn't think so. Really want to find his clothes. Not asking for a walkthrough though. Bet you I just found it. Haha! Serene Criminal's Key! Back up the stairs we go. Or I guess up the ladder. Climb, climb, climb. Back in, here we go. Do an about face. Well, so much for that. Just gotta go upstairs then. I mean, I got a sneaky potion, so that's good, but I ultimately have no idea where the hell his clothes are hiding. Aha! So we're in the right spot now. There it is. Select Constantine in the inventory screen with left and right. Equip thing with blah. Nice. Now we can finally get out of here. And hopefully finally make landfall. Although unfortunately we're going to have to call it there. But next time on Greedfall, we are going to proceed to the island and potentially hopefully make friends with the native population. And maybe find out that the Inquisitors are the bad guys after all. Not that I would be surprised. Anybody who tries to burn history is never really a good person to begin with. There's a captain. Where is... I'll speak to him first.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... ta-da! My fair cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Cosillon. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Actually, no, we don't. We're pretty much as good as we can get now. So, once we hit the island, call in the stream. For today, anyway. Considering we're gonna only be doing 2 videos on Friday, maybe we'll stream some Greedfall and Control again tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see.
Madam? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
The only thing we need to do is we need to get to New Serene, right?
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
We board the ship.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it!
Uh-oh.
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Giant tree monster! Tree beast!
Kurt! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Uh-oh. Whoa! Up. Run! Yeah! Run! Ow. Ah! Run like hell! Ow. Time to switch weapons. Ow. Made! Mistakes were made! And I'm dead. Ah. Shite. Load last save. Use potions. I ran out! I ran out, damn it! Although I completely forgot that I also had magic potions I could have used instead. Oh. Get more! Or use magic potions instead, because that was the main reason I ran out of... Fuck. Tell the captain you're ready to weigh anchor. Okay. How about this then? Got my health potion. Increases magic and elemental resistance. Power potion. No. Magic potion. This is what I want. Bind to the left stick. We don't need haze potions just yet. Oh, that's cool. So I can hold R2 and then get other stuff going too. So R2 and up for haze. R2 and right for that. Bind this to that. Oh, and I have fucking stasis too. Okay. I have to keep that in mind. Okay. Now I actually have the potions on tap, so let's try this again.
Madam,
Permission to board the ship?
Certainly. Do you have any farewell?
No, my house is in order.
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tear Fridee. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
I should have known. That line was foreshadowing.
The beast is awoken!
Okay. Okay. Ow. Owie. Stay put. Ow. Ah, come on! Couldn't even get my health. I couldn't even drink my damn potion. At least I got it figured out now. Okay. Can earn your bonus talent points. Ooh, handy. Maybe I'll have a word with ya boy in a minute, though. Where's your boy? Wanted to talk to you.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Can I talk to you? No, I can't. I can't talk to Constantine. He is a brick wall, given flesh.
Madam,
Permission to board. No, my house.
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tear Fridee. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience.
I just
The
realized.
voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor.
Look at the captain on the right and look at the player character on the left. Is it just me, or is their walk cycle the same? Yeah, I know. Stay put. Run! Oh, fuck. I just burnt one of my haste potions by mistake. Howie? Stay put, would you please? Ow! Whoa. Take it easy, tough guy. Ah! Stay put. Ow! Ah! Ah! Stop trampling me, tree beast! Run! Got him! Gun.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
I got a memory crystal. The memory crystal allows you to redistribute all the points you have spent in skills, attributes, and talents. To use it, open the game menu and from the character tab, use the square button. Not interested. I have 1 point to spend. I think I'm going to spend it on... I think I'll just hold on to that for now. Meantime, I actually have some of this. Okay, we did willpower. I'm going to do mental power. Or was I going to do endurance? I'm actually going to do endurance. Well, so much for setting sail. Unless that was not the first question.
Madam, gentlemen. cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Now for Tier Freddy!
Stations, lads! Wear and cut and ready hot to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a win!
And now we're in New Serene. But unfortunately, the stream is going to have to end there. Once I save my progress, that is. I hope you enjoyed the stream despite its faults, and later tonight, at approximately 8 p.m. my time, we will be playing more Control. Finally getting to Chapter 3, or Part 3, I guess. Even though it's been quite a while, which I do apologize. But we're just gonna watch this next little bit once we arrive at New Serene, save our progress, and then we bid adieu. I apologize, this stream also went longer than expected, but he's just like birds are of no concern to me.
Here, Freddy! Ahoy!
Boom! There's the fucking title. Greedfall. There's my thumbnail too, if I can make that work.
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health!
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
What?
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope that there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.
What can he do? A duelist whose extraordinary agility compensates for his lack of protections. He also knows how to handle guns with great ease. So he uses blades and guns, poison coating, and secret blade technique. Gives a friendship bonus to intuition. BAM! Give me that shit. Alright, we're going to save our progress here and call it for now. I hope you enjoyed the stream, despite its faults. I'll try and figure out some way to make things better. Don't forget to be awesome, and I'll see you guys on the other side.